Let's together unlock the limitless potential of peaceful mind. So, to start with, if I can start with few questions to you. Question number 1, are you having a good day? Question number 2, why? If you're having a good day, then why? If you're not having a good day, then why? Question number 3, how would you like to have your day tomorrow? Or how would you like to have your day after tomorrow? That's Monday. So, how would you like to have your Monday, your Tuesday, and your Wednesday? So, I think probably answering the question number 3 is the easiest one for all of us. We want to have our day, good day, every day, because when we have a good day, we feel happy, and we want to feel happy every day, isn't it? But when we talk about like how, if you want to answer, how was the day? I think probably we listed to a number of things that are externally related. If I ask you, how was your day? Then you might say that, you know, it was a good day. There was a TEDx today. I've been there. There was a lady talking about happiness. There was a young girl talking about social media and. Or you might probably say it was not that good day. Might be probably must be running late. The cab was late. We could not get things as we wanted them to. So the day seems to be not that good day, right? So till the moment, how our day is depending upon the list of external circumstances, we will not be able to find happiness. Our happiness would be unstable. It will be in the hands of the circumstances or the people around us, but not us. So, are you all happy with the concept that something so important to us, something so precious to us, is not controlled by us, but by the circumstances and the people around us? Are you all okay? I am not okay. I'm not okay with the concept that my happiness is being controlled by the situations and by the people around me. And then I began my journey that I want to take the control of my happiness in my own hands. And the journey began. Then the question comes, how? If I want to take the control, how? How do I do that? And then I tried many things. I tried upon reading books, dozens of books. I tried upon studying psychology. I tried going to retreats, wellness retreats, because I wanted stability. I wanted happiness. And where do we find this happiness? So there's something called as going to therapist. We did that. Tried changing my life, tried changing my lifestyle, tried changing my food, my diet. Oh, everything. You just name it, and probably I must have tried it. Tried everything possible, but just to say it did not work out. Nothing of them really worked because then the how remains how. Until last few years, I happened to meet my mentor who was teaching me to be a life coach. Where there I discovered how human minds work, how human experiences are created. When I discovered this, trust me on this, my how was answered. When my how was answered, to take the responsibility of my happiness into my own hands, I was really happy. When I understood this how, I really, really wanted to be shared with everybody around me, the people around me, so that they can understand how to take the control of our happiness in our own hands. She taught me with the thing that we just need to do two simple things. It's not a rocket science, it's not a very big deal to control our happiness. Two simple things. First thing, stop outsourcing your happiness. We all outsource our happiness. What we do is, I want to be happy, so you have to do that. I want to be happy, the things have to be done. If I want to be happy, the other person is supposed to behave that way. So my happiness is depending upon them, as we just mentioned. So we need to stop outsourcing our happiness to circumstances and people around us. We need to stop blaming people for our unhappiness. We can't do that. This is thing number one we need to do. And there is a very simple thing. Thing number two, what we need to do is cultivate your own happiness. Cultivate your own state of mind where it is peaceful. When the mind is peaceful, we feel happy. So, how do I connect this? Is when your mind is at peaceful, you feel happy. Whatever the circumstances or the people around us are doing does not make much difference. But when our mind is unpeaceful, how much of a good the circumstances around us are or the people around us are, it is impossible to feel happy. It's impossible because we are agitated here, right? For example, you are sitting in a beautiful coffee shop, but stressed out of life, stressed about things like growth, career, relationships. You're stressed about everything happening around. The surrounding is not making much difference. It is about the thoughts. But a person sitting right next to you is happily enjoying the drink with the people watching around, happily people watching. So now you both are sitting in the exactly same coffee shop, smelling exactly the same aroma and surrounded by exactly same strangers. But the world could not be seem more different to both of you, right? So it is our thought, the process, the things going on in our mind that is creating your experience, that's creating your experience of life. But the other person might be feeling happy, and that is the reason he is creating or he's experiencing happiness at the same place. So are we all okay with the thought that it is the thought that's creating the feeling what the person is feeling? If you are feeling unhappy, that's the thought you're carrying at that moment of time. And if the other person is feeling happy, is the thoughts and thinking the other person is carrying at that same point of time. It's not the external events, it's not the people around us, it's not the circumstances, right? So, can we say that it's the thought that is creating the feeling? So, let's just put it this way: happiness and unhappiness are state of mind. Thus, the causes cannot be found out of mind. I hope I would repeat it. Happiness and unhappiness are state of mind. Thus, the causes cannot be found outside the mind. They has to be found inside our own minds. So the moment you change the thinking, the feelings are changed. So I would just put it in a simple words. We live in a world of thoughts, and thoughts are not reality. But it is through our thoughts that our reality is created. And what we feel is very real. When we say we are feeling happy, we are feeling happy, and the feeling is so real. When we say we are feeling anger, we are feeling sadness, the feelings are real. So the feelings are real, but they are coming from our thinking. So, how about if I tell you the moment we change our thinking, our feelings would change? Believe me on this, after years of practicing, I can totally say when we stop thinking, when we have peace of mind, you know, we feel the only thing we can feel is happiness and joy, nothing else. So, let's just take it this way. This just reduce the amount of thinking. I understand at the day one, it is not possible for us to just totally avoid thinking, but we can reduce the amount of time we give on thinking. And the day by day, I promise you, the amount of time we spend would reduce. And the moment you stop thinking or reduce thinking, your mind is at peace. And the peaceful mind is where the happiness lies. It's just the peaceful mind where the happiness lies. So, don't we? So, isn't it that we have taken the control of our happiness in our own hands? After practicing of years, I would say yes. I try it a lot, not the 100%, but yes, to extent, my happiness is in my hand. So why don't you all try that at the same time? This is how I would say. And then there we come with our question number 4. How do you think your tomorrow would be? Or how do you think your day after tomorrow would be? It is not uncertain for me because it is not in people's and circumstances' hand now. It is in my own hands. And the answer cannot be uncertain anymore. The answer is yes. I am going to have a happy day, a good day tomorrow. How are you going to have your day? I leave you up to with that. Thank you.